The presenting sponsor of Moontower Soccer is FVF Law.
To find out what makes FVF a different kind of injury law firm, you can visit fvf.law.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Swoontower Soccer. I'm your host, Stephanie Cragnola.
And I'm Mike Cragnola.
And today we are all about the boys. One boy in particular, our boy.
That's right. Our son, Rodney
Redis. I'm so excited. As you may be able to tell, I yelled a lot last night.
So I will probably take the lead a little bit here on this episode.
Yeah, thank you.
Just from the talking standpoint, because while I also yelled a lot, my voice is used to it.
Yeah.
Because I'm horrible.
I had a friend at the match last night, and I had to give her the whole backstory for Rodney because I don't screech. I yell a lot. I yell. But I do not. I was taking all right up an octave because it just felt yellier and more celebratory.
Everything up an octave last night. But you know who else did? Rodney Redis. I said I keep not wanting to steal your joke, but that was a perfect time for it.
The turn it up to 11?
Yeah.
That wasn't a perfect time for it.
It was a pretty good time for it.
No. Today we're turning our podcast up to 11.
Nailed it.
I already made the joke in Slack. It feels forced here.
Well, yeah, but we've got a lot of listeners that are not part of the Los Verdes Slack.
You mean part of the Los Rodneys Slack?
That's right. Congratulations to Los Rodneys.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're turning it up to 11 today. It's funny because Rodney's number is 11. And so, when you're getting hype on something, you say we're going to turn it up to 11, but it fits because it's Rodney's number.
Yeah, so this episode, we are not going to talk about the Galaxy. I know that's the first match after our last recording. The things that we are going to say about San Jose and Portland is it feels like the start of a positive swing. I think the vibes are getting better on the team.
Agreed.
And I think you are starting to see that in a lot of the socials. Folks are starting to come out of hibernation a little bit. They are starting to get back into their old personalities online, right? We'll have more of that to come in our social media standouts category, which is pretty long this week. But as always, we will be doing the match Scott of the match. We met IKEA. We did not get to meet the 5 puppies, but they're so freaking cute, and y'all know because you were there. We will also be going through our match moods. We've got some Celly ratings finally. We've started scoring goals again, so that's really exciting. We've got some fit checks, and we've got we've got one special segment this week, and then, as always, Steph's going to tell us the man of her shirt.
It's going to be Rodney.
Wow, spoilers. Maybe it's not. You got to listen till the end of the episode.
Oh, yeah. Listen to the end of the episode. It might not be Rodney.
It's going to be Rodney.
Let's start off talking about IKEA.
Oh, my God.
Because
what a precious angel.
Holy buckets, y'all. This dog is so cute. She is so sweet. Her little, you know when a dog looks up at your face with their whole face? And I know that sounds crazy, a crazy thing to say, but the way she just looked up at you with her mouth hanging open and her little tongue hanging out and her eyes just so desperate for love.
We gave it to her. We gave her so much love.
Yeah, let's listen. IKEA was a great interviewee.
Yeah,
one of our best.
A lot of stuff to say. So let's get straight to her.
Hey, IKEA. We have a couple questions for you, okay? First of all, who on the team do you think would be the best at putting furniture together? Oh, I think so too.
Yeah. All right, IKEA, I've got one question for you, baby. What section do you want to see turned into dog bed seating? Ooh, us too. Let's go.
Okay, IKEA, can you give us a Listos Verde? Thank you, IKEA.
I give that dog 10 million Allen wrenches out of 10.
Yeah, IKEA's got all the parts. Whoever built her did it right. Let me tell you. Gosh, Hero could use a wife, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Hero would love IKEA. So
I don't think that's true.
our dog is a only child, and I guess IKEA is an only child as well. So I was thinking, what if they were just like only children together?
Sure. They were each other's only child friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's necessarily how it would work, but APA has a really great kind of method of finding that out.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you are interested in IKEA, first of all, you should be.
Yeah.
Second of all, get in touch with them.
Just go adopt IKEA right now, please.
Yeah. Pause the podcast, come back once it's done.
And
so
then invite us over.
Yeah, so that you and IKEA can listen on the drive home.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
Okay.
All right. Now that you've got IKEA, we're so happy to go on to the match moods of the last couple of home matches. And we kind of have a big deal for this San Jose match.
Yeah. So this is we weren't there. We weren't able to be there in person, but we did obviously watch it. And y'all, Julio is back.
And
Captain
Captain
Julio.
And I think the coolest thing about this match was Emmy's goal.
I think that's fair.
I'm glad Julio is back, but I'm more glad that Emmy finally scored. Got that monkey off his back. Let's go.
Yeah. I think that every time we play San Jose, we can expect something wild, and this match did not disappoint.
Yeah, we had to wait a long time for it, but it finally happened. That big group brawl at the end with the slap.
Yeah, that was, getting Nick Lima right across the little chin. Little.
I'm not going to lie, I was surprised to see Nick go down and not take a swing back.
Agreed.
I'm glad.
Honestly, agreed. Yeah.
But I was surprised because he strikes me as a guy who would not take well to being stricken.
Yeah, no, it was wild. My favorite part of it was, I know this is getting into our social media territory, but Ashley Stuver's tweet after the fact, because there's a clip of the video where Brad just points
and makes
at the ref
face.
And just makes this face, and she said, "This is the face I get when I load the dishwasher wrong."
Yeah, and to her credit, she did admit that she does do it wrong. That makes one of,
This is the second time in a week that I've been told I load the dishwasher like a chaos gremlin. And listen, I'm going to ask you all a question. When you put chicken nuggets in the oven, do you line them up perfectly straight in rows of 4? Or do you just dump them on the pan because they're going to cook anyway? If you can answer that question, that's going to tell you which side of this loading the dishwasher has a right way or a wrong way conversation that you land on.
Okay, first of all, if they're dino nuggets, they have to face each other because they're friends.
Wouldn't they eat each other?
No, because most of them are the long neck kind. I never remember if it's Brontosaurus or Brachiosaurus. I know one of them's fake.
The way you just said fake and your whole face lit up like it was like a Christmas fun fact.
Listen, don't judge me. Okay, you know what? We got to move on here. San Jose, the draw that felt like a win. Portland, another draw that felt like a win. I am hopeful that we start getting wins that feel like wins. And I think New Mexico was exactly the medicine we needed before we face Frisco this weekend.
Agreed. So starting off from last night, we had another new captain.
And God, is there a man more deserving of this armband than Brad Stuber?
No, honestly, no. I was going to make a joke because they're giving out armbands as captain armbands as the gate gift next week.
Yeah, everybody's captain.
So what a weird, such a weird gift, but you bet I'm going to use it and as part of my Halloween costume.
Well, also you'll be like captain of the house.
Oh, yeah. I love that. But I can't even really make a joke about it because no, there isn't. Brad Stuver is so deserving of this.
Now, I have a question. Do you think we'll see a repeat captain for Frisco? We've seen Julio. We've seen Brad. Do you remember who was captain for Portland?
I do not. Okay, so a little bit of retcon. Celebrating Julio as captain, that was Portland, not San Jose.
Yeah.
I got my matches out of order.
But so that does mean that we've seen a new captain in 3 straight matches.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Seba when he was still healthy. We saw Cascante during Portland. And we saw Brad during New Mexico. Do you think we'll get a 4th captain in 4 weeks?
No.
The
no,
Brotherhood of the Traveling Armband.
It's the magic of it is that it fits each of them. Like their biceps are totally different sizes, but that armband fits.
I'm just saying, I think, and if that's what the promotion is all about, is that like we have a locker room full of captains and everybody gets it at a different time.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Who would you pick out of everyone who's left, like for a 4th new captain, not including Alex Ring?
I would pick next John Gallagher.
Okay. Since you picked John Gallagher, I am going to go with I'm not going to say Rodney because I think that he has such little brother energy. He doesn't have captain
but
energy.
I feel like Rudy was a captain on, an emotional leader on that Notre Dame team.
I've only ever heard the music from Rudy. I've never seen it.
It's
popular skating
it's
program
Sean
music.
Astin
Okay.
being Samwise on the football field.
The Hobbit on
Yeah,
turf.
so if you've seen
An Unexpected Journey.
if you've seen Lord of the Rings, imagine everybody in helmets. Different helmets.
Okay. So here's the thing. I think Jossie has captain energy in his personality. Obviously, like he may not be starting, so who knows? But I think that like of the personalities left on the pitch, I think that Jossie has the spirit of it.
Even though Jossie made us coin the term Mad Maxi.
That's a Maxi problem. Honestly,
Yeah,
that's not
that's
a
fair.
Jossie problem. That's a Maxi reaction and we've seen Maxi and Jossie interact really positively.
And they seem right.
I think that's just an internal frustration of not being out there doing it himself, which, man, if you've ever been part of a group project with me, you understand. So yeah, I think that would be my vote.
Okay. I like that pick. I like mine better.
Sure. But I think that I think we'll see either Brad or Julio as captain on Saturday.
Cool. Well, we should put a bet on this.
Okay. If it's Julio, because I think it should be Brad. But I know that you'll take Brad. I'll keep Julio to myself.
Wow. Wow.
Y'all, we're off the rails today. I'm so sorry. I told you we'd be at an 11. Yeah, what do I get if Julio's captain?
Listeners, you tell us.
Yeah, you tell us what
Let
the terms
us know
of our
what the
bet
terms
should
of
be.
this bet should be. And very quickly, because today, if you're listening to this on release day, it's Friday. The match is on Saturday.
Yeah, so you've got 24 hours to let us know.
Yeah. Can we talk about... I like, we're not going to go in order here, right?
No.
We're just going to talk about the Rodney chant now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing. What a beautiful moment. Obviously, you know how I feel about Rodney and the goal. It was incredible. What a just perfect moment for me personally, and probably Rodney as well. But like the way that the stadium just started chanting Rodney was the
so
most...
awesome.
It just was so organic and so beautiful. And then it happened again at the end of the match. And it just, watching him out there for the man of the match moment, and seeing how nervous he was when he took like this deep breath right before it started.
Do you think it's because Chuck was so much taller than he is? Like Chuck towered over sweet baby Rodney.
No, because I think Chuck exudes the most wholesome, kind energy in the world. So like, I don't think anything about Chuck would make Rodney nervous.
Except those curls, man. God, they are luxurious.
Jealousy is different than nerves.
I mean, we'll see.
But yeah, he just like clearly was so just overwhelmed, I think. And
so cute.
it was so sweet and so cute, and I loved it.
I think my favorite part of Rodney's, like, the outpouring of love for Rodney from the fans was when he went to take the corner and the entire southeast section like stood up and clapped for him. And I know, you know, we normally in the attacking phase will stand up and cheer for our guys in the corners, but there was something different about the way it happened. Like it kind of like grew as people realized that it was Rodney coming out to take the corner, and it was so cool to see. Shout out to that corner. The Fighting Leslies are always over there causing a ruckus, but like it was really, really special and cool. And I just really, really loved that moment specifically. Also watching your face as you started to well up with tears about it.
I did. I was tearing up about it.
It was very cute.
It was incredible. And like on that note, I just want to say like this is how much support we should be giving every single one of them, not just when they score goals. And I know that it's different. And Rodney was our first signing, and it was so important for his first goal. Like, it's just act like everyone is about to have this moment, and like that level of support for them all the time can be magical.
Yeah.
And
that's our job while we're there.
Right. The amount that can boost their confidence online and in the stadium, I just think it's really important to keep that in mind. Be nice, everyone.
And speaking of being nice, when Emmy was leaving the pitch last night after he was subbed out, who, by the way, is on a 3-game streak of goal contributions. How's that for some actual stats?
I hated it.
But, like, that's a really good run of form.
Yeah.
He's looking great out there.
Agreed.
And the fans are showing him love there, too. A lot of clapping for him. You had this note, so what did you want to...
No, it's just because he had to take the long way off, and he was just giving hugs to everyone, warming up on the sidelines, and it just, like, was a really sweet, like, taking that time for each person and, like, waving at the kids in the front row, and it was just, like... It was really cute to watch him kind of like take those moments as he was leaving. And also really want to point out, speaking of our subs, these like new blue silk warm-up vests, they're so pretty.
So I have not noticed them before last night.
They might be like Open Cup specific.
That's what I'm wondering, is if they're Open Cup pennies.
Well, I like them.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, don't worry. The hard-hitting journalism, we're here for it.
We're here for it. All right.
And speaking of,
yeah,
we're going to head into our Celly ratings now. And so what we are going to do is focus on the ones that like have some substance to them, because we had 2 goals with San Jose. We had 1 goal with Portland, and then we had 2 with New Mexico.
Yeah. So I want to start with Emmy's San Jose goal.
Yeah, I love this celebration.
It's his first goal for us. And a lot of people on the internet were like upset about it, I guess. That it felt like he was... I think their read of it was that like him standing there with his palms up was like acting like he was some sort of deity. I don't know. I think that's where
I didn't get that read.
Well, I didn't either. Obviously.
Oh, I mean, from online either.
What did you get from online?
The thing that I got from online was that people were taking it to mean like, what more do you want?
What?
Which was not the read that I had for the celebration either.
No, like I felt like he was like taking in that sound.
Yeah.
Like just sitting in that moment.
Same.
And letting it encompass him. Like that.
Also, he has that pose like a bunch of times. Like I think that's just like what
A him thing, yeah.
his thing that he is comfortable doing when he doesn't know what else to do.
No, I mean, I thought it was like really like there was something nice about the stillness of it.
Yeah.
To me.
And that gigantic smile.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
rad. And Rodney like right next to him
Oh,
because
God, I know.
Rodney had the assist.
I
like,
know. And I know that he like didn't catch Rodney's high five. But also like it's okay.
To be fair, they're out of practice, both of them,
Yeah.
from celebrations. So
Exactly.
like, I'm going to take what I can get from both of them. What's your rating on it?
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I think it was like a 9.5.
Okay.
Next up, we are like we said, Seba had a follow up goal in that game, but there was no Celly because we were tying
Coming
it
from
up.
behind.
So
we're moving to Rodney. His cross, his jump, his standing in the corner, his like I don't know what to do here because this has never happened before. There was an excitement in the innocence of it, and so I'm gonna give it a 758 out of 10.
cool. This is like the most lukewarm 9.5 out of 10 that I've ever given. But I fully believe that every goal with a celebration from Austin FC is nearly perfection.
So Rodney, we are available for Goal Celly consultations.
Yes.
I've got some ideas.
Same.
So let's workshop this. Reach out. Let us know.
Specifically, can you do a backflip?
Yeah.
Secondarily, how do you feel about dancing like a penguin?
Okay. So. Oh God, that's all I can think.
Our next
speaking
goal
of dancing.
is yes. Speaking of dancing, our next goal, Celly, is Maxi, who did a combo. He had a little combo Celly. We had the Archer, which I
Beautiful.
love the Archer. I really think the Archer is like an all-time Celly.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
had a special Celly with Danny.
Yeah. So as he's going back out into the game, he meets Danny and they do this little like this little
Band?
hand dance.
Yeah, it's like a little. It looks almost like they're playing guitar and drums, or like doing a little kind of like mini dance.
Yeah.
Danny looks a little nervous to like initiate it.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
It's almost like, oh, hey, remember you said next time you score, you're going to do the Macarena with me?
Can we do our little dance?
Yeah. It was really cute. So that's going to give this a 12 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, this
Bumped
one's
it up.
definitely a solid 9.5 out of 10. What a great Celly.
Okay. I have one more goal that I want to talk about.
Which one?
So at the end of the match last night, you know, when all the kids are playing.
Oh.
When Mateo Jimenez kicked the little ball into the net and the whole supporter section erupted for him.
Into all right.
And started singing all right. And then he started dancing.
His little Celly, his one hand up, like,
And his like arms going. And the fact that he just like was so excited about the crowd to the point where Hector literally had to like, come on, let's go, and like pick him up and scoop him away from all of that.
So next year, when Hector joins the coaching staff,
His Roy Kent arc.
they're still going to let Mateo come out on the field with all the players, right?
They have to.
Yeah. This is my full-throated plea to anyone in the Austin FC front office to allow that to continue happening for us for the rest of forever. Mateo is the cutest little child.
Oh my God. It was
we love
just,
him.
oh God, it was so cute. He was just so excited.
Thank you very much, Austin FC, for continuing to do this for us forever.
All right. You ready to get into fit checks?
You know I'm ready to get into fit checks.
Okay. So my first note for San Jose is wow, Nick Lima's pants are really tight.
Listen, I've been there.
I know, but like there's like Nick Lima has so many muscles.
Yeah, if I had that many muscles, I would also wear pants that tight.
And they're light denim, maybe even white.
everyone would see every one of my muscles if I had that many muscles.
Like,
Steph.
I'm looking at the lining of his pockets. I can see his phone.
Yeah, I would cut the pockets out and I would put the phone in my little toilet bag, because let me tell you, you would be able to see every single muscle.
I just can't stop looking at them.
If I had that, I get it, Nick. No judgment. I want to call out Jossie's shirt.
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
So freaking good. As a fan of a Hawaiian shirt, I think Jossie looks sharp as hell here.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. I do feel personally attacked by both Seba and Emmy, who are both wearing khaki shirts. Like, I've been celebrating Brad. We haven't seen khakis on Brad in like 2 months. And man, he is killing the fit check game. Killing it. And then Emmy and Seba have to go and just wear khaki shirts.
Brown and khaki are different.
Anything in this shade of like brown tan in clothing, like it's just
okay. Any one of our listeners who would like to educate Steph on what the definition of a khaki is, I would really appreciate you.
It's a color. An ugly color.
But honestly, massive shout outs to Brad Stuver, who looks incredible every week. Really, really stepping up his game. I messaged Ashley Stuver about Brad's fit for this match because it was so good. And she said back, for years, I've tried to talk him into this denim jacket / shacket situation, and finally he listens. So everyone, direct all your love and praise to Ashley Stuver for helping Brad see the light. How cool does he look?
Very.
That's right.
All right, moving on to last night.
Oh, you must have loved this one because everything was khaki.
Yeah, I have notes on that. Everything like this, like weird khaki filter. I did
sepia.
like it's this sepia filter. Sepia is khaki for artists.
Oh my god.
So I like personally that they knew that Rodney was going to score. And so they started their little video montage with Rodney. And you know what? He looks great in his black t-shirt, black jeans. It's his Roy Kent era. The chain is great. He just looks so happy.
I would like to call out again, it's hard to wear a short sleeve button-up shirt, but Brad Stuver looks really good in his. And as always, Maxie killing it with the jacket.
Yes.
Oh my God. Dude, so sick.
Yeah. It's like, I wish, like, this is why I wish it was in color, because I want to know what color velvet that is.
Right.
One thing really important that I want to call out is, you all know how much I love Julio Cascante. Julio Cascante wearing a baseball cap with the Jamie Tart full block letter icon on it. First of all, who's going to send me one of those hats? Second of all, could this man be more? It's like he just put Julio on his hat. It's as representative of him as his name, because that's what he is. He is an icon, and it is the happiest I think I've ever been watching a fit check. 1,000,000 out of 10, no notes. No notes.
Great.
None notes.
Good. I'm glad. Even though it was quote unquote khaki for artists.
Well, that's Austin FC's fault. That's not Julio's fault.
All right. We got to do an ad break.
Yeah, we do.
we gotta tell you all about FVF Law. I don't know if you knew, but Swoontower Soccer is brought to you by our friends at FVF Law, the official injury lawyers of Austin FC.
FVF is a different kind of personal injury law firm dedicated to community, transparency, and client education.
You can go to fvf.law to find out what makes FVF a different kind of injury law firm and why understanding your legal options can dramatically change the outcome of a case.
Dramatically. with
right.
flair.
That's right.
Do you think that they use like magic tricks and or like Shakespearean monologues?
No, I think they are professional lawyers.
Oh.
That would be my guess.
Well.
FBF, feel free to correct us. Also, feel free to send us one of these puppy calendars that Landon and Jeremiah talk about all the time.
Yes, please. All right, we've got a lot of social media standouts, so we're gonna rifle through these just because it's been a lot.
We've got a
in
lot
your ear
of
holes
them.
today.
We've got a lot of them, and this is what I'm talking about. This is why I think the vibes are getting better.
Yes, correct.
I know the content team has continued cranking it out, and it's been super high quality as always and super good as always. The fan reaction to the club content is ridiculous and kind of weird. A lot of terminally online folks who don't understand that like the marketing and creative teams are separate from the on-field performance teams.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Spend less time on these videos and more time building a winning team type comments. Dog, we can do both.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to understand that companies do many things at the same time.
With many different people in charge of them. Okay.
Now, that said, if Josh Wolf is spending his time creative directing, like, maybe let's change it up.
Do you think that it was Josh Wolf's idea to do a sepia-toned open cup filter on everything so that, like, when you're looking through the feed, when it's sepia, it's open cup?
I think that's a really cool idea, and I don't think Josh Wolf would be able to have it.
I think having the idea is really cool. I just wish it were something a little bit more vibrant.
I like it.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. I like it in concept. Again, you all know how I feel about sepia.
I like it.
Congratulations to Teen Wolf for his U20 national team call-up.
Yeah, so exciting. We're very, very excited to see what happens in Argentina with those boys. I'll be watching and just so stoked for Owen.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of Argentina, we had
segue.
thank you. A great post from Seba last night. I guess not a post from him, but a retweet.
Yeah, a keep doubting me style retweet last night.
So someone tweeted an overheard at the stadium quote that was
something along the lines of, they gave that number 10 the captain and then he got lazy.
Right.
And Seba retweeted it.
First of all, calling him that number 10.
Rude.
Excuse you.
Rude.
Put some respect on his name.
That's right.
And just, gosh, the fact that his name wasn't even in it and he
still found it.
Ooh. Oh, that's some Ethan Finley's dad level stuff.
But I love to see it also.
Yes.
Because, dude's out injured. What else is he going to be doing but scrolling around, reading reaction after the match, right? This is just a quick reminder that everything you put on social media, they see.
Correct.
And also can pin up on their little vision boards to inspire them to greatness. So I'm so excited to see him come back.
Me too. And obviously he was watching last night, got to see Rodney's goal.
That's right. His son Rodney's goal.
Yeah.
Clearly.
There was some fighting between Mike and Derek Ensign last night on who got to be Rodney's dad. And if I have a choice in this, I love you, Mike, but if it's going to be Seba,
wow.
I'm fine with that.
Wow.
As Rodney's mom,
wow.
I'm okay with it.
So he did post, se despertó la bestia, Rodney Redes. And just amazing. What a caption. You've awakened the beast.
It's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
Because I feel like we are all Rodney's dad, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is such a
It's like the
seeing him
captain's
blossom.
armband
Yeah,
of sons.
I'm gonna remake that "We Are Groot" meme into "We Are Captain."
Yeah, so just Seba clearly watching at home, clearly so proud of his son.
Incredible.
Just like we all are.
Yep.
I don't have a transition for this, but
That's
I
okay.
did want to call out how cool the Revival Cycles gear collab is. As somebody who loves cars and motorcycles and Austin
What?
FC, this like collab is so sick. A bunch of the car people are like, "Oh my god, is that this and that?" Like different things in the background of these videos. Like it's just another home run. Also, all the clothes are super cool looking. So if you've got the funds to do it, they are worthwhile.
Awesome.
Really sick stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of collabs, I guess this is my transition. I was so bummed to miss the San Jose game specifically because of the match day poster. This is by far the best match day poster they've ever had. It was art by Chris Cody of Sage Studio, and it's my favorite art they've ever done.
It's so stoked to see Austin continuing the the mission that they set out of like collaborating with local artists like all over the place, and just so happy.
Yeah, I loved it.
Also, the pictures of Chris with Diego are so cute and so awesome.
Agreed.
Super cool. So
Yeah, really great.
hell yeah.
Another really great thing. So May is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and last night we got to see all of the AAPI flags in the supporters section.
Yeah.
What a sight.
So cool to see.
Yeah.
The new banner looks amazing. So massive shout out to everybody putting that together and making sure to celebrate Asian American Pacific Islander heritage this month of May. Yeah, really rad.
It was awesome. No segue here again, but
No, again,
your caption for it is really good.
yeah, so I just typed in all caps, Fcito BBQito. Our Austin FC2 boys are stealing the asado from our first team and doing their own little barbecue, and it was just so cute watching them on the grill running around. So I saw in the video Kip Keller cutting the meat. There's no way Kip cooked, right? It has to be like Jackson Walty who did the cooking, like an adult. I just feel like he's the dad on that team.
Sure. I just feel like I bet that meat was dry as heck. These little baby angels, they don't know what they're doing.
I know. Slathered in sauce though, I bet.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, if anyone has insight into the Fcito Barbecuito, please let us know who did the cooking.
Yes, please.
We did get a little bit of personal insight into Fcito, and CJ Fodre and Sal Mazzaferro were at the first team match for the Open Cup last night, and their stories were super cute, celebrating Rodney and Maxi's goals. So if you're not following those Fcito boys, you should be.
Yes.
They're just like, it's got all the vibes at like a quarter of the price. And so if you're not going to those FC2 matches, you really should be.
Yes.
Finally,
Shout out to the folks in Portland who stayed for the FCTO match. That was awesome to see and hear.
Oh yeah, we got some reporting from the ground on that match too, because it turns out some of the folks were staying at the same hotel as the Fcito boys, including CJ and Kip Keller, and they got in the elevator with CJ Fodre, who then proceeded to light the entire elevator like a Christmas tree.
Massive thank you to Natalie for this piece of on the ground reporting, because I cannot imagine anything more Fcito.
Honestly,
than
and
that.
Also CJ Fodre is now my favorite player.
Right. They're all just like little goblins. Like,
no, I love it. Oh my God, I love it. What disaster pieces. They're perfect.
who do you think on the first team would light all of the...
Danny.
Yeah.
It's Danny 100% of the time. Maybe 130% of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, God, what a troll.
It's Mateo Jimenez.
Yeah. Exactly. The last piece of social media standouts that I wanted to call out is Nick Lima, newborn dad, Facebook style Instagramming, where he just took a picture today of his newborn and their dog like sitting on the bed together, and it's just so freaking cute.
Yeah.
He shared a post from his wife where they took their baby to her first Austin FC game. Like, it's just wholesome dad stuff.
Yeah, real wholesome dad stuff.
Just really like it, and so I wanted to give that shout out.
Yeah. Speaking of wholesome,
Yeah.
we were talking a lot last night about hugs.
Yeah.
Before the match. You know, the idea of a whole arm hug, a half arm hug,
2 arms around you, wrapped nice and tight, like a
front,
real hug.
a front approach.
You know, just a real classic regular hug.
Yeah. And so I think we're going to do like hug hypothesis ratings in the future. So if you've got ideas on which Austin FC player would give the best hugs, throw them at us. Obviously, the real answer is Ruben. So we're looking at this season, and there's some, we don't have a clear winner.
I wonder if Ruben would be one of those guys who like squeezes you too tight.
No.
And thinks it's funny.
It would be perfect. He would, yeah, that would be like the little end squeeze. It would be a perfect hug, and then it would be like,
Yeah. Jeremiah, if you're listening today, will you be on our hug bracket? Landon did our smile bracket, and you still haven't been on our show, and it makes me sad.
Yeah.
So this is a plea to my Moontower dad, Jeremiah, to talk about hugs with us.
Perfect. All right. We have come to the end.
Oh, I can't wait to find out who the man of your shirt is this week.
Who is the man of my shirt?
Drum roll.
What a mystery. It's Rodney. I'm so proud of him.
Imagine if you had said anyone else.
I know. It's Julio Cascante.
It's Alexander Radovanovic, who we finally got to see in action.
Yeah, that was exciting. Yeah, it's Rodney. I'm just so proud. And he has handled all of the criticism with such grace. There was a clip from last night, the post-match interviews, and a reporter who apologized for giving him so much crap online and being so critical. And Rodney basically said, like, it's your job. I understand. You have to be critical. And then, went for the rest of his answer. And it just is such a, like, honestly unexpected level of press maturity from him.
Yeah.
And it was really like that calmness and emotional like intelligence and maturity to have that. It was brilliant and beautiful, and he's just so sweet and so good.
Yeah, honestly, I was shocked by the press maturity is a great phrase for that, especially considering the highlight reel of him trying to talk about the Paraguayan version of the U.S. Open Cup that is available online. So like seeing that answer and then seeing the clip on Austin FC's socials of him thanking the fans, like what a step up he's made in that avenue, or in that like aspect of being a pro soccer player as well. So
it's
great
amazing.
work, Rodney.
Great work, Rodney. Congratulations. Hey everyone, if you loved this episode as much as we did, make sure that you're supporting Moontower as a podcast. Share, like, review, subscribe, do all those things. Tell your mom.
Patreon.
Go to patreon.com/Moontower Soccer.
That's right. You can get yourself a scarf. You can get yourself 2 patches. You can get yourself 1 patch, but like get 2 patches.
Yeah.
Just do all the things that you can to make sure that those boys know that you love them as much as we love Rodney.
Exactly. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you in a little bit.
Bye.